Hey, what up, y'all? It's Cam. Welcome back to the channel. So, apparently, check fraud is on the rise, and check fraud is just when you try to cash a check with unauthorized funds. Apparently, check fraud has been on the rise ever since the pandemic. It sounds like, and it sounds like these people are doing this in a lot of different ways. People are either breaking into mailboxes and stealing checks, and then um, putting the checks in some sort of ink removal solution, changing the checks, or they are just creating just fake checks based off some sort of software or something like that. So check fraud sounds like it's been on the rise for a while. And apparently, there are these Telegram groups where they recruit people to become walkers. A walker is someone who actually walks into the bank or the ATM to try to cash this fraudulent check. They bring the money back to the fraudster who created the check, and then the fraudster will give the walker a portion of these funds. But the thing is, yeah, the fraudster will create the check or whatever the case, but the walker is really the one taking pretty much all the risk because if they get caught, they go to jail. But apparently, there's also a lot of nuance to it because some of these fraudsters and people have people in the post office systems that are on the inside helping them get access to these checks. Some of these people have uh, uh, people on the inside of like some of these banks that are helping them, cash some of these fake checks on the inside system. So I'm sure they're getting a cut as well. But apparently, this has been on the rise for quite some time. Sounds like ever since the pandemic, it's picked up. So I came across a video of someone trying to cash a fake check, a fraudulent check at TD Bank. This happened, June of 2024. So I came across this video, seemed pretty interesting. So we're gonna check it out and react to it together.
Appreciate it. Who is Marquise to you?
He's a friend of mine. I am about to be evicted with my 2 kids, and he told me he would help me with my rent.
Always
and
a
that
friend.
basically, I just have to go in, cash this check, and that would help me with my rent.
How long you know?
Around for a couple months.
Is your only job serving?
We're not getting enough hours.
Huh? Only job serving. Why is he dressed like a nurse? What? Did I miss something? Did we miss something?
Working 2 days a week, not enough.
You knew this was a fraudulent check.
Wait, is this Halloween or something? No, it said June. It said June 2024. June 18th, 2024. So it ain't Halloween. Why is she dressed like a nurse?
I just knew that they were writing me a check.
That you knew was fraudulent.
I don't know. I don't know where they got it.
You showed up here in scrubs with a stethoscope, and your only job as a server, you knew what you were doing.
Wait, what? Looks like a nurse. Oh my gosh. So she's obviously trying to act like she didn't know it was a fraudulent check. That's obviously what she's trying to do. Act like she didn't know it was a fraudulent check. I met this dude. I met a friend a couple months ago. They wrote me a check. What was the check for? I don't know. They just wrote me a check. Nigga, what? Who does? No one's what? And so you dress up like a nurse. You're the only job you have is a server. Oh gosh.
No, I just did what they told me to do.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All I did was get in the car, and I was just expecting to.
He picked you up from work?
From my house,
What?
from my apartment.
He picked you up from your apartment?
Yes.
And y'all drove all the way in the land.
I just got in.
Well, I will tell you that this is the third check that has been cashed against this account today.
Oh dang.
In his account?
In this account, off of this account, that's why it triggered
So
the
he-
teller to.
He hit so many other, so he probably hit another
This is
TD.
the third TD bank he had to.
Third TD bank.
Oh
All right.
shoot, dang.
It's
Oh,
not
y'all
me.
ain't playing
Am
around.
I gonna be arrested?
Most likely.
It's looking like it.
You
Yeah.
can't come in here and cash a fraudulent check.
I know, but it's not me.
And then you admitted to it.
I mean, I'm just gonna tell the truth. That way, I'm not getting in
Yeah, but
trouble.
honey, you walked in here and told me that you did work as a nurse for these people. You know.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the fraudsters or whoever created the check probably told her put on the nurse outfit because it's going to be more believable and you have a higher likelihood of successfully cashing that check if you look the part. Now I didn't know they had them put on costumes. But okay. So that's the reason for I'm like, why you showed up there as a nurse? Ain't Halloween.
Fraudulent check. There has been a ring of these fraudulent checks going around.
Oh, she definitely knew it was
These
fraudulent.
Savings bonds.
Copy, thank you.
I'm sorry, I didn't
Oh,
know.
no, you good.
So, and we actually just got some the other day. So everyone knew the feel of the check, the writing on the check. So the teller told me right away, come look at these checks. That's when I called you.
Mm-hmm.
We had him sit down. He went to go leave. He drove away with him standing out there. I guess he drove past him.
Oh, dang.
And
So dude was there
then
and drove
when I
off.
came back in, the teller called me up and asked me to come look at the check that she just had. And then she's saying that the person that dropped her off here left her.
It's the same person.
And what car was he driving? A Buick?
It was the. I
What-
think it was a Buick. That's what.
what
the
color?
looked like. It was like a burnt orange kind of color.
Burnt orange car?
Yeah.
Was it like a SUV sedan or was it like a hatchback? Okay. Do you know, like, did it look newer or old?
No.
Sorry.
She said SUV.
Yeah,
Nope.
SUV.
You were older.
Newer or older?
Probably newer.
She's singing
Because
like
the
Trey
screen was all, like,
songs.
touch screen inside.
Okay.
It was an
Is it an
SUV.
or an SUV?
Honest and truthful,
Oh,
giving you
oh.
the information from the source
be
is
Trey
not gonna
Songz.
help me at all. Like I'm still gonna
Recorded might help you.
but I can't harass you.
Won't help me out.
I mean, hey, I understand your back being against the wall,
She's
but
confident in us.
this is
Call
never a good idea.
My boyfriend.
No, not your boyfriend.
So no matter what, I'm getting arrested today.
Most likely. Call him.
Oh, about to call a dude and put him on. Well, put him on speaker. Oh shoot!
She
Yep, she is singing.
It's a guy that she met a couple months ago and was giving her a ride.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you good? Like you're not detained. The police aren't here. Everything is good.
I can tell you right now, frauds are not my strong suit, so
That's
I am
crazy.
doing my best.
So because you guys had me come in here and do this fraudulent shit, now I'm going to jail.
So you can't leave.
I cannot leave.
That's crazy.
So who are you in the office with right now?
And see, this is the thing. He doesn't sound like he created the fraudulent check. He sounded like he maybe works with the people that created the fraudulent check. It sound like he picked her up. He was the driver or whatever. But she was the walker. So since she's the one who walked into the bank, since she's the one who brought in the fraudulent check, she's dressed up as a nurse, trying to cash a check from some sort of some sort of hospital business bank account or something like that. I don't know. But she is the one that's taking most of the risk in this case. So they detained her. And other people just, hey. That's crazy. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. This is always a bad idea.
So something you didn't have knowledge of, how can you do?
She did have knowledge. She did have knowledge because she told the loan officer, she told the representative at the bank that she worked at that hospital as a nurse. So
And now I'm
She
being
did have
arrested.
knowledge. Or it at least appears that way.
I can't just come there myself.
It doesn't matter. Yes, I need you to come.
I don't think he's coming. Which is messed up.
I don't know
Grimy.
how I'm supposed to do it. I'm not even over there.
Oh.
This nigga probably crossed the street.
What am I supposed to do?
Cross
Tell
the
him you're going
street.
to jail if you don't show up because of his fraudulent check.
I'm going either way.
Yeah, both y'all can go. You want to go for all of it? Okay then.
If you don't come here, I'm going to jail for you.
Oh, he's definitely not gonna come.
I'm coming back, bro.
Ask him how far out he is.
He's definitely not gonna come.
How far
I think
are
he's just
you?
saying that.
I'm literally nowhere near that city right now. I got the out of it.
All right, well, how far?
Feeling that everything you were saying wasn't really that's what I was trying to figure out if you were detained or not. Because that would let me know where to stay or go. If you told me you were detained, I would have stayed and we would have just switched places. But you didn't tell me you were detained or arrested.
Huh? He said if you would have told me you were detained, we would have switched places. Nigga, what? No. Nigga, you think we dumb, retarded, or stupid? What are you talking about? You would not see she's detained by all the cops and then walk up there and be like, you know what? Nah, take me instead. Nah, nigga, that's why you not even here in the first place. Doesn't even make sense. No one's gonna
I
do
didn't
that.
do anything about that because you told me you weren't detained or arrested. If you told me you were detained or arrested, it would have made more sense.
What are you
I
talking
have no
about?
knowledge of what's going on right now.
See,
This is
people just be
all-
saying stuff.
Tell him you're going to jail. So you got to come back.
Well, I'm going to jail for
So
your check.
just be
So
saying
can you
stuff.
please come back? How far are you?
Mm-mm.
How far are you?
I don't have GPS right now. I just got out of there.
You don't have GPS.
So how an
This nigga's not
estimate or
coming.
something?
This nigga's not coming. This nigga is saying I'm not coming in so many different words besides using the words I'm not coming. That's what he's saying. He's saying I'm not coming without using the words I'm not coming. I don't know how many ways he's got to say it, but he's not coming.
Somebody to pick up her children.
He's talking about I don't have GPS. Who?
You got the Miranda doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Grandma. I'm being arrested right now. I need you to pick the boys up for me today. I'm being arrested. I need you to pick the boys up for me. Because I'm stupid. Because I'm trying to get the money to pay my rent, and I quit. I'm trying to because I'm stupid. Because I'm trying to get the money to pay my rent, and I went to the bank with a check that wasn't good, and I didn't steal anybody's money. I was given a check by this guy that I know, and it's not a real check.
So then, yeah, you were stealing money. That's still another form of stealing. If you walk in to the bank with a fake check that is fraudulent and you pull money out of an account, you are stealing money. You are stealing money from that person or that business or organization, whatever. You're stealing money because that is not their check. Okay, so you're stealing money. You are stealing money because after it gets found that it's a fraudulent check, someone has to replace. Someone is usually on the hook for those funds. The money doesn't come from nowhere. Someone is on the hook for those funds. Most likely, it's probably going to be the bank itself. They probably have insurance to cover that or whatever. Regardless, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you still are stealing money. You're just doing it a different way. So yeah, you are stealing funds. It's all theft.
So,
It's all
I'm
fraud.
being arrested for fraud. I'm all the way in Deland, and I need you to get the boys today from school for me.
She's probably scared out of her mind.
Bye.
All right. Can you look at me for a second? I'm gonna read you your rights. All right.
I know it's bad when they read you your right.
All right. Right.
No, it's bad when they read you the rights.
All right. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer or have him or her present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. If you can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights that have been read to you, and are you still on the talk test? Yes, I need a confirmation.
Yeah.
All right. So walk me from the beginning. Wow. From when they picked you up all the way up to now, to how we get here.
They picked me up, and
When they picked you up, okay. So was this planned before they picked you up, or they just said, "Hey, I'm outside"?
I mean, I knew they were coming to get me, but
You didn't know what for.
I knew that it had something to do with going to the bank. But they
What
just
bank?
I don't know.
So you knew they were picking you up, and you knew you guys were going to the bank.
I didn't know that I was gonna be going in trying to cash a check.
Okay, but you knew they were picking you up, and you knew you guys were coming to the bank. What else did they tell you before you got in the car?
That's pretty much it.
That they were picking you up so you can go to the bank and help out with your rent?
Yeah.
All right. And when did they make you put?
So a piece of advice: if someone ever says just get in the car and we'll tell you about it later, don't get in that car. Like, this is either probably she was probably use really desperate spots to where she's like, hey, okay, you guys come pick me up in 10 minutes. Okay, I'll be outside. Whatever y'all want me to do, I'll do it. And then learn it was a fake check and then still went along with it. Or she's just lying, and freestyling off the top of her dome and just knew it was a fake check. But yeah, don't just hop in a car and you don't know where you're going.
Put the uniform on.
We were. I live in Apaka. We were almost to the I-4 to get off I-4 in Altamont. When they started talking about scrubs, going to the store and getting my scrubs, asking me what size I was, and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I didn't know anything about that, and they were like, that it just looks more official, and I'm like, "What? Like, what are you talking about?" I was kind of just going with whatever they were telling me that they were doing.
Okay.
Because I'm desperate. I need to keep a roof over my kid's head.
All right.
But yeah, we got the scrubs. He paid for them.
Yeah, it's 15. Are you going to be here for a minute?
I'm about to walk in now.
All right, copy. Only reason I'm asking.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stop that there. I'll link the full video down below, but pretty much she ends up getting charged with fraud. This is just a really bad look. It seems like this is on the rise. I'm starting to see more and more stories and articles and headlines with people doing this, and it's just never a good look. I don't see why anyone would do this. This usually does not end well. It doesn't end well. Like, don't you know with all the software and technology that people have to manipulate these checks and these systems to make these checks and everything look real and come off real. Don't you know that the banks and these institutions also have technology as well to detect if it's real or not? It's just never a good look. It's never a good look. But hopefully she'll make better decisions. But that's all I got on this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. If y'all have any other videos you want to send to me so I can review and react to, send them to me. Feel free to leave a comment below and like and share this video. But thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.